In the next few years, millions of freelancers won't lose jobs to people, they'll lose them to AI. So, what's going on here? The creative landscape, the very foundation of the freelance economy, is shifting right under our feet. For years we've talked about AI as this far-off, futuristic concept. But it's not the future anymore, it's right now, and it's quietly, efficiently, and systematically taking over tasks that were once exclusively human. We're talking about designers, writers, video editors, and even voice artists. The tools are getting so good, so fast, that the line between human and machine-generated content is blurring. Today we're going to break down the 5 key AI tools that are leading this charge, and what it means for everyone. So, let's start with the one you've definitely heard of, but maybe haven't fully grasped its power: ChatGPT. This isn't just a chatbot for asking trivia questions or helping with homework anymore. We're talking about a full-fledged content generation engine that has become incredibly sophisticated. Businesses that used to hire freelance writers for blog posts, copywriters for their sales pages, and script writers for their videos are now turning to this. You can feed it a simple prompt, a set of keywords, and a target audience, and within seconds, it generates a surprisingly coherent, well-structured, and often compelling piece of content. It's a game changer for speed and volume. The real shift here, though, is in the value proposition. Before, a business would pay a writer for their time, their craft, and the words themselves. Now the focus is purely on the outcome. Does the blog post rank on Google? Does the sales copy convert? Does the email campaign get clicks? The AI can produce 10 different versions of an ad in the time it takes a human to write one, allowing for rapid A/B testing and optimization. The tool itself is just the starting point. The value is in the results it can generate at scale, and that fundamentally changes the economics of content creation. This means the role of the writer is evolving from a creator to an editor, a strategist, a prompter. The best in the game aren't being replaced, but they are adapting. They're using ChatGPT as a hyper-efficient junior writer. They guide it, refine its output, and add that final layer of human nuance, strategy, and creativity that the AI still can't replicate. But for the vast pool of freelancers who were simply trading words for money without that deeper strategic layer, the ground is becoming incredibly unstable. Businesses are realizing they can get 80% of the quality for a fraction of the cost, and for many, that's a trade-off they're willing to make. Next up, we have Midjourney, and this one feels like it's straight out of science fiction. For decades, graphic design has been a skill honed over years of practice with tools like Photoshop and Illustrator. It required an understanding of color theory, composition, and typography. Midjourney essentially bypasses all of that. You describe an image in plain text, a concept, a style, a mood, and it conjures up a stunningly detailed, high-resolution visual from scratch. It's not pulling from a stock photo library, it's generating something entirely new, based on its training on billions of images. Think about the implications for freelancers. A startup that needs a logo can now iterate through 100 different concepts in an afternoon, just by tweaking a few words in a prompt. A YouTuber needing a thumbnail can describe the video's content and get a dozen eye-catching options instantly. A marketing team can generate an entire campaign's worth of ad visuals, all with a consistent aesthetic without ever hiring an illustrator or a photographer. We're talking about logos, website banners, social media graphics, and even full-blown branding kits being created in minutes. The language around this technology is aspirational, futuristic, and for good reason. It represents a paradigm shift from technical execution to pure creative direction. The value is no longer in your ability to master the pen tool in Illustrator, but in your ability to articulate a vision. The most valuable skill is becoming prompt engineering, the art and science of communicating with the AI to get the exact result you want. For traditional graphic designers, this is a massive wake-up call. The ones who thrive will be those who embrace Midjourney as a powerful collaborator, using it to bring their ambitious ideas to life faster than ever before. Now, let's talk video. Content repurposing is a huge part of any modern marketing strategy. You write a great blog post, and you want to turn it into a YouTube video, an Instagram reel, and a TikTok clip. In the past, this was a labor-intensive process requiring a video editor, hours of work finding B-roll, syncing audio, and creating captions. Enter Pictory. This tool is designed to automate that entire workflow, and it's shockingly effective. You can literally just paste the URL of a blog post, and its AI gets to work. Here's how it breaks it down. Pictory's AI reads the article, understands the context, and automatically selects relevant, royalty-free video clips from a massive library to match the text. It breaks the script down into short, digestible scenes, perfect for short-form video. Then, it generates an AI voiceover, which we'll get to in a minute, and automatically creates synchronized captions on screen, which is critical for engagement on social media, where many people watch with the sound off. What used to take a freelance video editor a full day can now be done in about 15 minutes. The impact here is profound. It's not just about saving time, it's about multiplying output. A single piece of written content can now be atomized into a dozen different video assets for every platform, all automatically. This democratizes video production. A solo entrepreneur or a small business can now maintain a video presence that was previously only possible for companies with a dedicated content team and a significant budget. For freelance video editors who specialize in this type of simple, talking head or B-roll heavy content, the writing is on the wall. The market is shifting towards editors who can do high-level, complex storytelling, because the basic stuff is now being automated away. This one might be the most uncanny of them all. ElevenLabs. For years, AI-generated voices were robotic, monotonous, and instantly recognizable as fake. They were fine for GPS directions, but that was about it. ElevenLabs has completely changed the game. Using advanced deep learning models, it can produce voiceovers that are not just natural sounding, but are filled with emotion, inflection, and nuance. It can sound excited, somber, professional, or conversational. The quality is so high that in many cases, it's virtually indistinguishable from a human voice actor. The use cases are exploding. Audiobook narration, a classic gig for freelance voice artists, can now be generated from a text file in a matter of hours, not weeks. Corporate training videos, YouTube explainers, and podcast ads that once required booking a studio and a voice actor can now be produced from a laptop. What's even more powerful, and a little scary, is its voice cloning feature. You can provide a short sample of your own voice, and the AI can learn to replicate it, allowing you to generate new audio in your own voice without ever speaking into a microphone again. This is a direct and undeniable disruption to the voiceover industry. The barrier to entry for high-quality audio narration has just been completely obliterated. While there will always be a market for top-tier celebrity-level voice talent for major films and ad campaigns, the bread-and-butter work that thousands of freelancers rely on is now squarely in the crosshairs of AI. The convenience, cost-effectiveness, and sheer quality of tools like ElevenLabs are making them an irresistible option for creators and businesses of all sizes. The question for voice artists is no longer just about having a great voice, but what other value they can bring to the table. Finally, let's zoom out from specific creative tasks and look at the backbone of many freelance operations: project management and administration. This is where virtual assistants, or VAs, and junior project managers have made their living, handling emails, scheduling meetings, organizing documents, and keeping projects on track. Now, a powerful combination of Notion AI integrated with automation tools like Zapier is creating what you could call an autonomous digital assistant, and it works 24/7. Notion, which was already a powerhouse for organization, has integrated AI directly into its platform. You can now have it summarize meeting notes, draft emails, generate project timelines, and even create entire project briefs from a few bullet points. It acts as a central brain for all of your information. Then, you connect it to other apps using automation tools. For example, you can set up a workflow where a new email from a specific client automatically creates a task in Notion, assigns it to a team member, and adds a deadline to your calendar, all without any human intervention. This combination effectively digitizes the role of an administrative assistant. The routine, repetitive tasks that consume so much of a VA's day are being automated one by one. Responding to common inquiries, sorting files, sending follow-up reminders. These can all be handled by a carefully constructed set of rules and AI prompts. This doesn't mean project managers are obsolete, but it does mean their role is elevated. They're no longer task managers, they're system architects. They design and oversee these automated workflows, freeing them up to focus on high-level strategy, client relationships, and creative problem-solving, the things the AI can't do. So, after seeing all of this, it's easy to feel a sense of dread, like the machines are coming for our jobs, and in a way, they are. But here's the key insight, the thing that changes the entire narrative. AI doesn't replace people, it replaces those who refuse to adapt. This isn't about replacement, it's about leverage. The freelancers and creators who are panicking are the ones who see these tools as competition. The ones who are thriving are those who see them as collaborators. They're offloading the 80% of repetitive, time-consuming work to the AI, so they can focus their uniquely human creativity and strategic thinking on the 20% that truly matters. The result? They're not just surviving, they're producing better work, faster, and at a scale that was unimaginable just a few years ago. Those who master AI don't just keep their jobs, they multiply their income. The future is already here, and it's up to you to decide what role you're going to play in it. If you want to learn more about how to use these tools to your advantage, I've left links to all of them in the description below. And of course, if you found this breakdown valuable, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world. Thanks for watching.